Hey guys, we're gonna do this John Deere 2024 50-hour initial service. You can find this in your operator's manual on page 331. Back here, if I can find it again, just had it open. Kind of wanted to show. Here it is, here it is, I dog-eared it. All right, 351 says for your drain and refill hydrostatic planetary gear case oil. It says park machine on level surface with drain plug 2 at the bottom of gear case. So basically, this is how you want to set it up. This is going to be your fill, this is going to be your check level, and this is going to be your drain level. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out right here. I've already initially loosened these up. Set those right there. Awesome. Looks like it's about right there. All right, got my bucket. A little messy here, a little messy. Another thing you want to note is these ends are magnetic right here. So when you're all done draining it, you're going to go ahead and wipe it off before you put them back in. The reason for doing this, the 50-hour, is for the break-in side of it. All right. While all that's draining here, how I'm going to do this today is I got this little pump right here, and I want to be using 85 140. We're in the hot heat, so I'm not really too worried about it being too thick. I just kind of found this at Home Depot side of it. I took my little plug that went with it. I got about like 1 to 2 threads. I just took this plug with me, kind of made this little contraption up. All right, so I get that set in there. Get this set up to get some wool up in there. Pop that off, drop this in the bucket. Give it a few pumps. Oh, starting to get a draw up. Hold it for a second, let it draw. Got a pretty good vacuum going here. All right, pulled it up off the bottom a little bit for a second. All right. Getting pumped up there, and then I'll put my plug back in. Pretty close, pretty close. Probably just throw a little bit. All right, let it flow some of that good oil. Looks clean, looks clean. Let it drain for a few more seconds. This takes 0.80 liters on your oil capacity. That's 27 fluid ounces. All right. Put this plug back in there, kind of wipe it off. As you can see, it's quite a bit of fluid there. So make sure you get it caught up. Just set that right there for, we try to catch as much as possible. Side of it. All right. What you want to do is start pumping. Just slowly fill it up. It's about right there, it's starting to come out. We'll let it set a second, see where we're at. Let that just stay. All right, the fittings that I used right here is a 3/8 by 3/8 mill iron pipe. And then I also use a 3/8 by 3/8 female iron, or female. It's an adapter. And there's also a compression fitting that I used. I believe it was 3/8. All right, let's try to pump this up again, see what we got. A little pump, you know, you pick one of these up from like Walmart or something like that. See where we're at. Again, you want to do this slowly. You can't just sit there and pump, pump, and pump. All right. And again, you want to put this at the fill for the 12 o'clock position. I would say the check at the 3 o'clock position, and then the drain at the 6 o'clock position. Looks like we're pretty close. Again, you want to fill that up till it starts coming out, and then I'd probably stop and let it settle out. Check it again, make sure there's fluid right up at the top of the teeth right there for the Planetary gear. And after that, you just want to take your plug, make sure you wipe it off right there. and then put it in your fluid level check. All right, and then for the X key, I'm using a 1/4 inch X key. Just tighten that up. They got some little O-rings on the back side of them. After you get that done, take this piece out. I probably got about 2 threads off in this. It wasn't necessarily the complete as good as I wanted to be, but it is working out for me. And I was able to pump the fluid in there. And then take your last one for your fill, put it in there. All right, make sure you wipe it off. Screw it in. All right, go around, check them up, make sure they're good and snug. Put this out of the way. And that's pretty much how you do this side right here, and gonna have to move the machine to do the other side. All right, so we're gonna do the other side at this time. So I'm just gonna go ahead, take these out, take the top one out, just like I did the other ones. I've already loosened these up off camera, so just want to let everybody know that side of it. There's that one right there. Whew, pouring out. I don't know, don't really see. Any shavings or anything else like that. Again, the reason for doing this is to make sure that after the manufacturer put it together, it kind of gets the wear break inside of it. Alright, so those are magnetic. Wipe that off right there. Kind of get my hickey-do here going on. Oh, another thing I did off camera before I started this, because obviously you can see, is it's pretty dirty. I just took a little Windex, wiped it down with a towel. Something, you know, just doing a little something like that. Let's just turn this backwards. That way it'll hickey-do up. Ah, just like that. Let that drain a little bit more. Probably push a little clean fluid back behind it. I think on the other side, if you're using this pump, I think I had somewhere probably 6 to 7 pumps. Got a little bit of clean fluid going on. Kind of drain for a second. Don't push out any of that dirty stuff. Go ahead and wipe these off. Oh, getting stuck, getting stuck. All right, that O-ring, that'll be good right there. I'll go back and tighten it. All set and done. All right. Now I can just begin pumping my fluid nice and slow. Nice and slow. That's the name of the game. Don't need to go fast, not in a rush. As you see, I'm just kind of just pushing down just ever so slightly, just like that. Y'all don't have to buy a 5-gallon bucket here. I just decided to do it for me. It made more sense. I got a brush hog. It leaks a little bit of fluid. I have to put a couple ounces in it per year. So it just made sense just to have a little bit on hand. That way I didn't have to go back to the store. You can get this 5-gallon bucket of Deere oil at like your local O'Reilly's or something. Tractor Supply or Atwoods, whatever you got around. Napa, AutoZone. I guess I should have counted the pumps right there, so that way I could have verified the side of it, been more informational. Well, I'm going to say that I'm well at least past 7. Oh, it's just now starting right there. It seems to be going on. See if we can try to catch that stuff. I'm gonna try to make a mess or nothing. All right. It seems to be about where it needs to be at. Nice and slow there. Go ahead and pull this away. It won't be that much. If I get it again, wipe the plug down, put it in the hole, snug it up. It's got an O-ring. Guess I can show you the O-ring side of it. Right there, little black O-ring. Make sure that's in serviceable condition. Right there. And for this side, we'll just throw this back in the bucket. Right here, kind of just let go. fluid back in there. Alright. Put this top layer. I'm just going to lay this across for right now. Set that down. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna wipe this up. Oop, I'm gonna have to fix that later. Clean that up a little bit. Alright, set that over the side. And once you get them, just snug them up a little bit. Go all the way around, doesn't hurt. Check and recheck if you need to. All right. All right, guys. That'll conclude it as far as that goes. That's how I done my initial 50-hour service on my John Deere 325 skid steer. Leave your comments below. If you do anything different, let me know. Thanks.